What did you think Venom Last Dance was going to be like? Before we went in, what were you anticipating?
Mm, Definitely not what the film was, because it was pretty surprising. I just thought it would be more of the same, like the other two.
Hmm. Yeah.
It the first one especially felt a bit low budget, if you can remember much from that.
No, I don't remember any of the previous two, even though I've seen.
And it just felt a bit like, not that high stakes. It just all happened in like apartment buildings, that sort of
Hmm.
stuff. And
Right. Okay.
then this felt like a really massive thing, and then they went across the country and there was like loads of different symbiotes in it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And then obviously Venom 2 was like only like an hour and a half of it.
All right.
It was like really short.
Hmm.
I think the tone of each film has been completely different. Like the first one was just like a classic superhero film like you'd find in like the other Marvel films.
Right. Okay.
And the second one was like some sort of like investigation style like detective thing.
Hmm.
And then this one sounds like a road trip, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
It's gone for like three different, completely different styles.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It was really good. This one. Though. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I can't remember the others to compare it, but just like general feeling, I guess, that this is the best of the three. Really. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's great how to actually pinpoint what makes it good, really. Would you say it's just a good tone with the jokes and then the times it takes itself serious? It's actually impactful.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably how I would describe it. It's just pretty funny in general, really, like physical comedy and all that as well,
Mm.
as well as like the dialogue. I think the screenplay is actually the strongest element of this.
And you wouldn't expect that from this sort of film.
No, no, it was like really smart how it did it. Like, we'll get into a few of the finer points, like the way they moved the story forwards and like tied it all in at the end. It just worked, didn't
Yeah, and I've seen at the end, I think Tom Hardy and someone else wrote the script, so
it? Ah, right. Hmm.
he had a hand in it. So I think he just understood what he wanted to do with the character, basically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did a good job.
Yeah. And then, trying to say real quick what it's about.
Yeah, mostly.
So obviously it's the third film in the franchise and it's called The Last Dance, so it's kind of like, I don't know if it's confirmed or anything, but it's kind of like Tom Hardy's last film as this character in it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's why I read into it anyway.
Yeah. And then what the driving force in this film is the bad guy. He's like the god of the like symbiotes, the venom species,
Hmm.
and he's like trying to get something off Venom,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's like trapped somewhere and use it to escape. So he's hunting him down, and that's why he goes on like this road trip. Basically, he's trying to escape it.
Yeah. And like he doesn't want to, what do they call it when he becomes Venom? He doesn't want to do that because that's when the thing becomes like visible.
Yeah.
That's the thing he's after.
Yeah, so he only has to use it when he's in like imminent danger.
Yeah, yeah. Which that is the first point screenplay wise, really, because it sort of like restricts like what he can do. You know, so if it, instead of just saying like, ah, yeah, he can just do it whenever he wants. He can just become Venom whenever he wants.
Yeah,
Sort of restricts it a bit, so it's a bit more interesting in that, I think.
yeah, definitely. And there's probably a way to save on a CGI budget, isn't it?
Yeah, true, yeah. And like, there's like stakes to it as well, because he can't like go into that form, can he? Without like some severe consequences. Because the things that are chasing him are like really onto it, they're like in a flash on him.
Yeah, as soon as he venoms up and it's there within like 30 seconds, and
Yeah,
it's fast as hell.
yeah, really quick.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we mentioned how it's a funny bit and it has a good plot. It's also got some really good action sequences in it.
Yeah. Like obviously at the end is where it like really comes into its own there in Area 51 on the surface.
Yeah.
Area 55 down below.
Yeah, it's basically like a classic superhero final battle, and it? Like all the characters turn up and just fight like crazy.
Yeah. It was good. It was well done, wasn't
it? And then it actually had some stakes because in the other ones, like no one dies, do they? Whatever, but like loads of the symbiotes actually like sacrifice themselves or get wrecked, don't
they? Yeah. Yeah.
It's really good action and really good final battle.
Yeah. Another thing actually, like screenplay wise, like I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing really, but like Stephen Graham is like they give him like one of them symbiotes, don't they? A green one. And he's like acting all like weird. He's in Area 55, below Area 51. And he's just like, acting all like weird, like in the corner. Like, it's just like, obviously he's coded that he's been made into this freak, basically.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd probably rather have died. I think that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, I think the first thing he says is like he's become a monster, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't think he likes the Venom things, does he?
No, he's completely given off the vibe of like, I'm going to become a bad guy. I'm going to like take down this whole thing. Well, maybe not a bad guy, but like a guy who's going to go against Venom at least.
Yeah.
Whether he's a good guy or a bad guy, whatever. But he just ends up like teaming up with him in the end. So like, I don't know, it just didn't really pay off. Like, because he was being really creepy when he was shady.
Yeah, and saying all like cryptic stuff. And then he gave the control to the symbiote, and then he was just normal. The symbiote wanted to help Venom.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, true, yeah.
Maybe there's some conflicting, like, things going on in his mind. Like, Venom and Eddie are on the same page, but maybe they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
We didn't really go into that, did it? Because we couldn't hear them having an argument or anything.
No. He's kind of like a pointless character, really, but I don't know. What did he really achieve with the story?
Yeah, all he did was say to the people in Area 51, like, what the threat was.
Yeah.
Like, this Knull character. He just said that these boys are going to come and try and take this thing off Venom, didn't they?
Yeah.
And that's why they try and decide to kill Eddie, because there's a whole plot, like, if one of them dies, then the bad guy wants, like, he can't get it.
Right, yeah.
So then they go after him, and then...
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
Just getting to some random things we have about this film. Seen some discuss online about the Vegas setting and like when Venom dances with Mrs. Chen. What's your opinion on that?
I just thought it was pretty funny, really. It was a bit unsettling seeing it. It's just weird, isn't it? He's just like, I don't know. He's just a little weird looking, isn't he? But it is what it is, it's alright. Pretty funny.
I think the people's main issue with it is that he's going on like, oh, I can't become Venom because this thing will instantly come. And then, like, he just decides to become Venom and have a dance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was completely stupid, actually, wasn't it?
It was it because he was drunk and they temporarily forgot about the threat.
Maybe. Don't really know.
And Venom is like an alien, like, and he's not that mature, is he? He's pretty immature.
Right, yeah.
So if he's seen like his friends, then maybe he would get the impulse to like put himself in danger.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good enough excuse though, really. It's just kind of weird when you think about it like that.
They could have come up with a better way of like getting him to suit up and then taken back to Area 51.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's kind of easy, wasn't it? After all that work to get to Vegas.
It's just him deciding to like have a dance with a character and just what got him caught.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, that's what people's issue with it. But if you just like don't think about it too much, then it was alright, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like I didn't even like think about that really. Obviously, when I was watching it, I did. I think I was like, "What the hell? That's a bit stupid." But after I just forgot about it, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't ruin the film or anything. Like
No.
some people would claim online that it ruined it for them. It didn't ruin it for me.
No.
Just one of them things. I just thought it was funny, so they put it in there and they probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And that gets on to we don't know his name, but we think he was in Boy Kills World.
Yeah, he's like one of the Vandercuts. He's got an Australian accent on him.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, he's like a hippie and he's going on a road trip to Area 51
Yeah,
with
he
his family.
believes in aliens and he wants to see Area 51.
Yeah, actually, that's a good thing with Eddie and the kid and the hippie guy's kid, and that's a good thing because he's like, building this nice relationship with him and trying to comfort the kid because dad's a loony.
I thought it was actually quite a good scene when they're in the back of the car.
Yeah, it's good that one. Yeah.
And then obviously later on, like you said in that scene, that aliens didn't exist, and then later on, he saved them, didn't he?
Yeah.
With an alien. So,
Yeah.
it's good circular storytelling. Everything that was hinted at in the film actually paid off in the end, didn't it?
Yeah, it's cool. Like, because obviously he meets that family Eddie does, doesn't he? Like, right near the beginning, really. And they help him get to not Area 51, but Vegas. And they go into Area 51, and then obviously he goes there himself in the end. So it just ties up nicely, doesn't it?
And there's multiple other versions of that as well, like the Lightning Woman and all that.
Yeah. That was cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, when she first came in, I was like, well, that's a pretty cool character. Yeah. I had no idea who she was, like what she was going to become or whatever. Or what she was doing. Like, she was just like, my brother wanted to be like what do you want to be? Some sort of...
Yeah, you wanted to go into space or something, did you?
Yeah, like work on some sort of space program or like to find aliens or whatever. And she's like fulfilling his dream, basically.
Because they got unfortunate and struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Ended his dreams.
Pretty cool.
You never know in these superhero films like what character they're actually coming into play, do you? And if you're gonna know who they are.
No, that's it.
I didn't know much about this character.
Yeah, pretty cool.
And then you just mentioned Tom Hardy. He said it is his last film as Venom. And he wanted to go broader with his whole career, didn't he?
Yeah. It just got me thinking, really, like what's his sort of like aims right now, or is he just seeing what comes along? Obviously he's in the position where he never has to work again, isn't he? Like when he was, maybe, what were we saying, like 15 years ago maybe, he had to do stuff, didn't he?
Like even though he was in Inception and like he played Bane, he wasn't like a massive actor off that, was he, for some reason?
He was just like a side character always, wasn't he? And now he's just like, completely on his own.
And then similar to Cillian Murphy, like he got a load of good roles, but never get the credit until Oppenheimer, did he?
Yeah, that was it, really. Yeah. But what's Tom Hardy done recently? So he did Bike Riders, which he was the best part of the movie, but that was bad. I feel like, I don't know, maybe he wants to be like sort of critically acclaimed sort of thing. He wants to be in them sorts, but I don't know. Because I think he had like a taste for it with The Revenant, and I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't know, I'd have to speak to him. Which will never happen. We'll never get him on the channel. But...
Unless we blow up a channel blows up, then maybe.
That would be my favourite interview ever. If I was my job, he'd be the guy I want to interview. Because I just think he's really cool, and he's just like so chilled. Like, he's so respectful to everyone.
And then he also doesn't care as well. Like he has very thick skin.
Yeah. He doesn't care about anyone's opinion. like of him. Like, but he'll take you into like consideration. You know, like I see so many interviews of him where he's like being so nice to the people. You know.
Yeah. And then he always plays like a hard man.
Yeah. Yeah, he does it.
He plays like gangsters. Did he play Al Capone? That wasn't that good, was it?
Which one's that?
Or was it just called Capone?
I don't think I've ever seen that. Probably the only one of his I haven't seen.
Yeah, it was on some streaming thing, didn't get a cinema release.
Right. Legend. I was in the barbers earlier. We were on about. I was talking to her about Venom, and she said, "Oh yeah, did you see him in Legend? I think he's really good in that." So everybody likes that movie, don't they? When they see it, and like they're always like, "Oh, he was good. How he did like 2 roles in one." Like everyone appreciates them.
Yeah. And you've seen the clip when he seduces the woman in it. And he goes to the door and chats her up.
Don't remember.
And I've just seen it recently and I was like, he's a proper giga chap.
He isn't. Oh yeah, I know. Like he's like on the East End.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, them terraced houses.
Yeah.
He go with some flowers or something.
Yeah, something like that. And he just chats this woman up.
It's like, this is like completely random, but like, you know that one with Blake Lively and what was that? And that guy when he's like being all weird with Blake Lively in that roof terrace scene.
And end of it.
Yeah. And then she's like, oh yeah, does that line always work? You know, he's like, yeah, it works every time. Like obviously it doesn't with him. With Tom Hardy it does.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like he's just like, I like all guys like him, don't they? I think like he's really cool, you know, he's like, he fights, doesn't he? Like he's mixed martial arts or whatever format he does. And like he's just like a stand-up geezer, isn't he? And all the women love him because he's like really manly and he's like, he like goes back to like the old movie star, really, doesn't he?
Yeah, we still had like maybe stars like we used to. And he'd be like the really cool one, wouldn't he? Like,
Yeah.
everyone wants to be like him.
Imagine him in like the bad guy in a western. You know, because he's just got the physique for it, and that as well. Like, the physicality of having to do like them fight scenes and all.
Yeah.
And you put him as a bad guy, and he'd be like, he'd make absolutely millions, wouldn't he? That was the industry today.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of that Lawless one.
Yeah, he's really good in that.
And he just couldn't die, could he? Like, invincible. That's really good.
Yeah. But yeah.
You really like Tom Hardy, don't you?
Yeah, he's just a legend. And did you see someone asking him about what do you call it when you like become the character and you don't go out of character when?
Method actor.
Yeah, someone asking him about that. They're like, "Oh, are you like a method actor?" Apparently he is for some roles. But he's like, "Oh, I wouldn't really call it method acting. I just call it acting." I was like, "Well, slightly different though, isn't it?" Like if you're not turning it off when the camera stops, then it's a bit different to just normal acting.
Yeah, maybe he just does a bit of like a hybrid thing.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. No.
It's tough. I don't really like method acting. I don't see the point in it really.
No. Like, I can see why it would be a bit easier, you know, to actually do the role. But obviously it's just like very annoying for the people on set.
Yeah, they come up to you and go, "Oh, do you want a coffee, Tom?" And he's like, "I'm not Tom, I'm Eddie Brock."
Who the hell's Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
like
pretending Venom's inside him and he's talking to himself.
that'd be hilarious. Must be some sort of like non-disclosure thing in there. If like these people are method acting, like you're not allowed to record them. That'd just be so unsettling. Like that could end someone's career. Like they're just in the trailer. And like, "Oh hey, your call time's 10 minutes," and he just answers something like some cryptic way, like in his character's voice or something. Like people would be like, "Well, it's just so weird." Why isn't he just relax?
That guy's a right freak.
Yeah. But you know.
I kind of get it if it's for an accent, you're doing a completely different accent, and maybe you gotta keep in character because it's gotta sound the same. And
Yeah, true, yeah.
but then if you're just playing some random guy, but your accent's the same, or whatever, or an easy one to do, don't really see the point.
Yeah, right. Yeah, getting back to the bike race, like, why do you think he took that role? Like, I don't know, maybe he just misjudged the screenplay or something, but I don't know.
Because we just don't know what happened with that film, do we? Because it got delayed loads of times. And I guess loads of different scenes are in it. They got cut, so maybe it looked different.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Like that point I made, I'm like, does he want, like, critical acclaim? Because whatever you say, like, you want, like, an Oscar or something, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, the pinnacle of your career still. Like, or does he not care? He seems like the sort of guy who doesn't care, really. But, like, why is he taking them sorts of roles? Why is he even bothering? I don't know.
And then he's done 3 Venom films, and you don't get critical acclaim for them, do you? So.
No. But, like, The Revenant, like, he's just so good in that one. Like, yeah.
He's arguably better than Leo, because Leo's character didn't talk much, did he?
Yeah, I'd say he was better than Leo. Yeah. I don't know. What's he, like, slated to do next? Anything?
I don't know. Haven't looked, really.
No.
Maybe you can look now.
Yeah, you can start discussing the star rating while I'm looking.
I think we're gonna give it a 3.5, which, is obviously a really good score. You can't expect much more from this sort of film, can you?
No.
It extracted most of its potential.
Yeah, it's sort of like one of them things again where it's sort of got a ceiling on it, I think. It's like, this, like you say, maxed it out, I think, at this point.
Maybe a few more choices for the better would have pushed it to a 4, maybe. But, it can't get higher than that, really, could it?
No. Yeah, so I'm just on it now. Upcoming projects. Jesus. In production, Mad Max The Wasteland.
Yeah. But, was that the one that was supposed to be the prequel?
Yeah, I don't know if that's happening.
Because Furiosa got wrecked even though it was a goated film.
He's got like 1 million things in development. About 10 movies in development. And then Havoc, The Donovans, and Blood on Snow. A hitman falls for his client's wife, who happens to be the target of the assassin's latest assignment. Tom Hardy, Aaron Taylor Johnson. So he's doing stuff, basically. Because I think he took a few years off, did he, probably?
Yeah.
Tom?
And he had, like, children, did he? He got married.
Yeah. It's back on the grind. What's this one here? The Donovans is a TV series.
Probably just got, like, a small role in it.
Maybe. Helen Mirren and Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, because they just say, like, oh yeah, Tom Hardy signed up just so they can get a bit of funding done. Then Havoc. After a drug deal gone wrong, a bruised detective must fight his way through the criminal underworld to rescue a politician's estranged son, unraveling a deep web of corruption and conspiracy that ensnares his entire city.
So is he the bruised detective?
Maybe. He's completed that one as well. Finished filming. Forrest Whitaker. Timothy Oliphant. Recognise him. Yeah. So he is doing stuff, huh?
Also, I just thought they're making a Piggy Blinders film. Are you featuring that?
Maybe, yeah.
We haven't watched the recent Piggy Blinders seasons. I don't know if he's still about.
No, I have no idea.
We watched the 3rd season, did we? With the Italian guy.
Yeah.
He just didn't catch up for some reason.
No, just too much, and there's too many episodes.
Don't have time for that.
No. But yeah, bit of a diversion there. Pretty interesting. So yeah, I think that'll about do it really. I don't know what's next in the pipeline. What have I got booked? Anora?
Giora 2, isn't it?
Yeah, Giora number 2. and Noah on Saturday, which I've already seen. You're going to see it for the first time. That one's going to have a deep dive. Because I've got a lot of stuff I want to say about it.
That's got all these sexual scenes in that.
Yeah, first 20, 30 minutes. It's just all that, basically. Just kind of weird, but once you get past that, it's like a, interesting movie. I'm not going to say is it good or bad. I don't even know in my own mind, really. A bit conflicted, but, some really good elements to it. Some weird elements. I don't know.
So yeah, I look forward to that because I have no idea what's going to happen in it.
No. But yeah, that'll do.
See you next time.